Meteorologist Matt Standridge, the final wave of storms has arrived in from the west. There's the cold front now clearing Tulsa. We've got this nasty of line storms just with heavy rain, lots of lightning, sometimes some hail at times, and very gusty winds as this thing marches from west to east. We've been watching this thing for about 5 to 6 hours now, and it's finally on our doorstep. We're now getting those storms coming into Benton County, now also western Washington County, into portions of Adair County too. More severe thunderstorm warnings coming in for Haskell and Latimer. This is going to be a couple hours, guys. This is going to be the final push, and then we're good for the next couple of days. We've got another severe storm. This has been hitting Fort Smith, Van Buren, and then now is right into the heart of Franklin County. Ozark, we've been getting a lot of that heavy rain. We had some hail in Mulberry and Dyer. Kibler, Rudy, we've had some of the heavy rain and lightning too. So we'll watch this cell that we have currently, and then we've got more storms coming in from the west. But I tell you what, some of these have some really gusty winds. Look at this right here. See how this red just kind of pushes out? We've got up to 70-mile-per-hour winds right now coming in from the west. We'll have to watch if we get any kind of rotation on the northern end of some of these pushes right here with the radar. But there could be some isolated tornadoes along the leading edge of this line. Now back towards the south, we have an actual tornado warning, but we don't have any at the moment coming into Arkansas at this time. That could change very quickly. But it's about to get loud across both northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Look at this, live look in Springdale. The storms haven't arrived yet, but boy, it's a show when you look westbound. So you're looking there from Sunset. That's Highway 412 looking out towards Taneytown and Salem Springs. There is a lot of lightning in these storms. It is going to get super loud across northwest Arkansas. It's already been loud in the River Valley. Man, this is impressive. But it's going to get even louder throughout the River Valley. You thought it was loud earlier. Get ready. This one's going to be even more intense. The good news, though, with these storms is that they don't have as much hail at this time. Will that change? We'll have to see. We'll watch. But boy, do we got a lot of frequent lightning. The biggest threat coming in tonight will be that gusty wind. And the real reason why we're worried about the wind is everything is so wet. The ground is saturated. Guys, we've had so much rain. We are fine for a couple weeks, right? We can take a break, but I don't think the atmosphere wants to. But everything is soaked, and it's hard for trees to hold on in wet ground compared to dry ground. And so when you've got winds up to 70 miles per hour, it is very easy to push these trees down, to hit power lines, and to cause power outages. We've had some power outages earlier. I don't know off the top of my head if they're still active at this time. I have my own family in the Monroe-Howe area that they've been without power for a while. So they're trying to figure out, they had more family, you know, as more storms come in from the west. But these are likely to get very gusty. You have time right now, unless you're in Franklin County, where we're getting that severe storm at this moment. But if you're in Fort Smith, Van Buren, if you've still left out maybe some patio furniture, bring it back in. Northwest Arkansas, if you got some of that out, I'd bring it back in if I were you. If it's trash night for you, I would wait to put it out because you want to let this line go through, or else your trash can's going to be down the street, depending on how heavy it is. But 70-mile-per-hour winds will be coming in. I mean, just look at that lightning. This is live look in Bacola. You're in northern LaFleur County. You're looking towards the north and west. Our storms are off just a little bit farther in the distance, so sometimes it's going to be a bit harder to see. But it has been active for us in northern LaFleur County too. Now sometimes you'll just see kind of a general light. Storms are a little bit farther away from this camera, but that'll change over the next course of the few hours. Fort Smith, we are soaked. We had more storms come in just about 30 minutes ago. Those are pressing eastbound. But boy, it's going to be man, this lightning shot's crazy. This is live look in Springdale. All right, back to the radar. A line of nasty storms coming in. Now, the storm right now in Benton County is not severe. This has a lot of lightning with it. Salem Springs, that camera that we're looking at is about right here, and you're looking right towards that lightning pocket. That's what you were just watching. They're coming into Taneytown, and then eventually Rogers, Bentonville. We already have the rain. We've got occasional lightning and thunder, but man, there's a good pocket of it just south of Decatur, Hiwassee, Grab it. We've got some good hail for, not good hail, but good lightning. I can show you the hail real quick. Let me pop that up for you. And then we'll continue on our tour from north to south. We've got a little bit of hail, about pea-sized hail. You really need about quarter-sized hail, you know, hailstones the size of quarters itself to really cause some good damage. We've got more pea-sized hail. It's a little bit smaller, but we have it over Salem Springs. You could get some pea-sized hail in the next 15 to 20 minutes in Bentonville and Rogers. So keep that in mind. If you have a chance, maybe pull in the car to the garage if you got some space. We have also a little bit of hail in Tahlequah near Lake Tenkiller, coming into Christie and Stillwell and Westville. The real reason why these storms are severe is not really the hail. it's the gusty wind. Now, we had some hail with this storm earlier when it was in Fort Smith. I'll show you that. Let's pull up the hail real quick. Look at that hail that we got right there in Fort Smith, Kibler, Westville, Barling, northern side of Fort Chaffee. This hail now has weakened a bit, coming into Franklin County still. It's just loud. We've got so much lightning with this storm. Let me pull back a little bit. There you go, back to the normal radar. So this lightning still causes it to be pretty active and noisy across Franklin County. Here's Ozark, we're about to get it. Waterloo, we're getting that heavy rain too. Now this storm has really just turned into a bunch of heavy rain. At times we've had some rotation. Check out the rotation on this storm. There's actually kind of two little pockets, but mainly this one. You see this pocket though? You think, uh-oh. The thing is with this rotation, it's only moving like 20 miles per hour around. I mean, that's super slow. You really need it to go faster in order to produce a tornado. So we'll watch it, but for now, the storm just coming to Franklin County is really just a heavy rain and lightning threat. We've got some gusty winds with it too. There could be some winds at times up to about 60 miles per hour coming into Franklin County, but it's this whole line with the front that's finally arriving in from our west. Time right now, 9:34. Let's time everything out. I'll get the latest on some of the storms. I think the best trajectory with these storms comes in from Tahlequah. So severe thunderstorm warning for Adair County. This thing is moving about 35 miles per hour towards the north and east. So let's actually just kind of due east. Let's go ahead. I'm going to edit a couple things. All right, so let's time this out. Can't really draw a straight line because the line's not straight either. All right, let's push that out. There we go. This is just a rough timing because these storms speed up and slow down a little bit. But estimating at 35 miles per hour, do a little bit of math. Fayetteville coming into town next 10, 15 minutes or so. Rain just now reporting towards Lake Weddington. Fort Smith, about 10:30 for us. About 45 minutes, we'll be waiting on our next storm coming in from the west. Poteau, closer to 10:53. And Clarksville and Paris, I think it's going to be a little bit longer than 11:30. These storms are kind of coming in at a different, a weird angle. Probably closer to midnight for us in Johnson County and Logan County. Once again, it's the wind. The wind has been intense with these storms. They've been crossing for a while now from west to east. Wide view again. We've got a tornado watch that's in effect right now. Let me pull that up. Tornado watch included with all this yellow. Now I know the colors are getting kind of crazy, right? It's May. We usually have a crazy radar. The yellow shows you the tornado watch. And the reason why is, take a look at this. You see these notches? Gotta watch out for that. What happens is the wind just gusts out, and as it gusts out, it kind of wraps in on itself sometimes. And so we'll watch that. But we have a lot of lightning. Man, that's so much lightning is about to come into Sequoyah County. Webbers Falls, Vian. This is right over Lake Tenkiller. Heavy rain coming in for us. I'm going to back up for just a second. I'm going to keep this live. I'm going to get ready for our live stream through our app. I'm going to be sending a quick alert. If you got the 5 News app, folks will be able to join us there as well. It's been a crazy day. We've had a tornado earlier in Howe and Monroe. We had the video of it. That was pretty crazy. We got power outages. We had over 400 power outages earlier. And then now the final wave of storms is finally pushing through. We've been talking about this for a while. It's been marching across the state, and now it is officially here. The problem with the line, though, is look how jagged it is. Look how wavy it is. See that? I don't like that. The reason why is when you get a line that's kind of bending like crazy, man, look at the lightning really picked up in Benton County. When you get this line to be a little bit wavy, you start to really run the risk of producing a quick pop-up rain map tornado. All right, live look in Springdale. I'm going to move the camera just a touch. It's just kind of mesmerizing, isn't it? Look at that. So now we're looking off more towards the north. Man, look at that. See a little bit of the horizon there in the distance. Lots of lightning coming into Washington County and Benton County. Now, we're not under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. What this is just a lot of heavy rain and lightning. We'll take that, but the wind isn't so bad right now in Benton County. It's the wind farther south that's just about to come into Washington County. Do not be surprised if we get a quick warning in Washington County at any time because of this thing right here coming in from the west. Let's take a look at some of those wind speeds too. Offside, I'm gonna pull that up here on the side. But boy, it's gonna get loud. Okay, we've got wind speeds. I'm looking at 65, 69, 72, 73. These are all radar estimates. 75. I mean, this thing's hauling right now. Coming into Adair County, Westville, Stillwell. It's just hit us. Man, it's crazy stormy for us right now in Adair County. But coming up in Washington County, let's track this out because this is probably the strongest thunderstorm that's going to hit us in northwest Arkansas. We've got the lightning north in Benton County, and it's coming into Bentonville and Rogers right now. Cave Springs, Centerton, right over Exonay, Heifel, Gravette, Hiwassee, good pocket of lightning, but we're not getting anything else. I mean, rain and lightning, but we're not getting hail, and we're not getting that gusty wind as much. It's this storm back towards the south where that wind is really wrapping up. Let me put up the wind. Let's pull up that camera in Siloam. Also, Brittany, could you have Caitlin on standby? I'll be honest with you guys, with that rotation, there could be it could wrap up. This is a live look in Springdale. Look at that. Look at the trees there on the side. They're right behind the RDOT logo. Those are whipping and waving. Heavy rain just really pelting us right now, covering the road. We're getting rainfall rates sometimes above an inch per hour. I mean, this is torrential rain coming in. Kind of looks like you're in a washing machine right now. But this is a long Highway 412, lots of lightning. Folks trying to travel along. Now, a lot of times I've been seeing folks keep their hazard lights on, you know, when it gets loud like that and so rainy. But man, you're just going right through a storm in Highway 412. Look how it just coats the road. And as their beams are hitting the water there, it looks like there's waves on the road even. All right, let's head back to the radar. Let's take a look at this storm that's producing those up to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts right now in Adair County. Let's time this out. So the storm itself is moving by about 35 miles per hour, but it's producing up to 70-mile-per-hour winds. So to time this out, Westville, it's right over us. What time is it? 9:40. Okay. Westville, it's coming in next couple minutes or so. Lincoln, 9:59, about 10, 15 minutes, maybe closer to 15. Farmington, 10:20. So we've got about 40 minutes for us. Fayetteville, 10:30. Elkins, 10:45. Winslow would also be close to the Farmington time. You see these black lines are kind of close. Winslow would also be just about 10:20. Greenland, about 10:20. I think a lot of us hitting the I-49 corridor from anywhere from the Winslow exit, the West Fork exit with Devil's Den, Greenland, and then Razorback Road exit, and they're at MLK. We'll be getting this storm right at the exits about 10:20 or so to 10:30. But boy, that wind is really wrapped up. So far, no severe thunderstorm warning yet. That may be issued here shortly. Back towards the south, still this severe storm going right through Franklin County. This is moving north and east. Let's take a look at some of the hail with this storm too. Looks like we've had an uptick. All right, let me go ahead and time this out. Okay, yeah, we've had a new uptick in that hail. I mean, the latest scan brought it back down. But we've got hail coming in Ozark. If you guys live in Ozark, you're about to get some hail right now. This hail coming in right into Ozark Bible Institute, 9:47, 9:51 in Ozark, 9:53 as you go from Ozark on the northeast side, and Sutherland Crossroads at 10. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Let's take a look at this. And then we're going to go back to a wide view because it is active everywhere. This is one of those nights where you may be asking, okay, what about my town? Okay, what about the next town? We're all going to get hit. So we're going to do our best just hopping north to south. We're going to keep spending our time and just kind of hitting everyone and keep going through. Now, if we do get a tornado warning, we're going to have to spend more time on that, and we'll try to bump out every once in a while to show you what's going on from a wide view. Also, if you're watching Channel 5, we got a thing on the bottom of our screen showing you the latest updates in terms of severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. All right, you're looking live in Ozark. There at, you get close to the exit, lots of lightning for us, and that's thanks to the hail. This hail threat is coming right into Cecil right now and headed towards Webb City and Ozark. Just a couple, I mean, it's crossing right over the Arkansas River. So if you live near the river anywhere by Ozark, within 10 miles of Ozark, you're probably going to get some hail. There's Rich Lane, Taylor, South Taylor Road, anywhere on the Acard Park Road, Santa Fe Trail there on South Ozark, and then you cross over the river into Ozark. We're going to be getting that hail in the next five minutes or so. But hail also already reporting in Cecil right now. Okay, let's back it up. Man, that line is nasty. Really watching that cell come into Washington County. I'm going to bring up the camera in Springdale again. Actually, Fort Smith, Bacolet. Now we're looking live in Springdale. Very heavy rain. You're not maybe going to be able to see the individual bolts as well because the rain's getting a little bit closer to the camera. But you're looking live in Springdale and you're looking north. Man, that's a lot of lightning for us. That storm is not severe. It is really just, its bark is worse than its bite, I guess. You got a lot of lightning there. Heavy rain coming into Bentonville. Man, it's a lightning show. It is so loud across Washington County and Benton County right now. But we're not getting the gusty wind or the hail as much. Here's back to a wide view. Let's take a look at our hail tracker. Really our only hail, I mean, we've got some hail in Benton County, but it's not up to severe status. We got sometimes some pea-sized hail. You may be getting that in Bentonville, and Centerton, and Cave Springs. If you don't have it now, it's going to be in there in about 5 minutes. We could be getting a little bit of hail in Rogers in about 6 to 7 minutes. Pea Ridge, 6 to 7 minutes. Prairie Creek, about 9 to 10 minutes or so. Really, the only hail that we have is in Franklin County. New severe thunderstorm warning coming out. It no longer includes Charleston, but this still includes Cecil and Ozark with this severe thunderstorm warning, mainly thanks to the hail that's coming in. This is coming right towards Ozark in the just next couple of minutes. But otherwise, our line of storms in from the west, they're not producing a lot of hail. This will be fun. Let's put on this loop. We've got a couple wind reports. National Weather Service, we got a wind gust of 51 miles per hour in McAllister. A little bit more south and west. Here's McAllister. We're watching that storm too. Let's bring this back. But I have noticed the wind starting to die down on the northern storm. Let's take a look at that. Okay, that's good. The wind has really died in the past couple of frames coming in. We're now about 50 miles per hour. So we've gone from 70 miles per hour to closer to 50 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorm warning has now been canceled. If that starts to uptick again, a new warning will come out. We'll let you guys know. But we're about to get some just kind of moderate wind now. That has gone down a little bit. But man, that lightning's really about to hit us. But big update, new update. No severe thunderstorm warning right now for anywhere in northwest Arkansas at this time. We're still watching some rotation, but the problem is the rotation's a little bit slower. Everything's kind of slowed down as this storm marches east. We're just watching a lot of heavy rain and lightning. I mean, look at that lightning. This is intense, coming right into Webbers Falls and Vian, right over Lake Tenkiller. It is so loud right now. But strong thunderstorms coming in from the west right into parts of Washington County, now crossing into Washington County. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. Let's look towards Lincoln and West Fork. All right, so there you're on 62. Morrow, Arkansas, Summers, Arkansas. But Lincoln anywhere along 62. Coming in from Lincoln, we're about to get that heavy rain. Lincoln Lake a little bit farther north. We're about to get some of that heavy rain too. But the good news is that this thing has really slowed down in terms of its wind speeds. I tell you what, we've been just hit over and over northwest today with that heavy rain. And so as soon as we're crossing the state line, this thing is really weakened with its wind, but man, its lightning still is coming in big time for us. So the severe thunderstorm warning for Franklin County. Poto, we just cleared out a couple downpours for us. Let's take a closer look. Let's head south. Let's head south into the River Valley. Fort Smith, we've had several rounds of rain today. We had the hail just about an hour ago, but look at these storms coming into Sequoyah County. These winds have also died down a little bit, but they are producing some prolific lightning for us coming in. But it is going to get very noisy here shortly in Sequoyah County and breezy at times. But let's analyze that storm really quick off camera. So this storm that's coming in more towards Gore and Vian, we're about 55 miles per hour. So close. To get a severe thunderstorm warning, we usually use the criteria of 58 miles per hour. We're not getting that. We're about 55, right at the edge. If that upticks just a little bit, don't be surprised if we get a quick severe thunderstorm warning for Sequoyah County. But 55 mile per hour winds, that's still pretty breezy. So if you got maybe some patio furniture out, it might be a good idea to go ahead and bring them in. But it's about to get very loud for us in Salisaw and Roland and Muldrow. Let's time this storm out for us too. These storms coming into Sequoyah County and eventually into Fort Smith here very shortly. Vian, 9:53, 10:10, Salisaw, 10:33, Roland, 10:45, and Fort Smith. So we got about 50 minutes before we get into Fort Smith. But Salisaw here in the next 20 minutes, we'll be getting some of that as well. The only severe thunderstorm warning we have at the moment is for Franklin County. Man, that lightning's been big for us, although it has weakened a little bit. We're not getting as much lightning at this time. But Ozark, we're still in that severe thunderstorm warning. We've had some hail. Let me bring up the hail again. Let me back it up. All right, so this shows you the hail over the past 30 minutes. We had some hail, let's see. I mean, we had that hail right in I believe in Cecil. Yeah, right over Cecil. And then it was a little bit heavier towards Vesta, Riverdale. We had some of that hail. Oh, that rhymed. And Ursula, Lavaca, we had a little bit of that hail, but now it's moving eastbound. But it has really weakened. Still severe thunderstorm warning. They're probably just going to let that go until it expires. That severe thunderstorm warning expires. All right, quick update. Severe coming in for that bow. We might get a new severe thunderstorm warning here in just a second. Quick drink. Boy, it's loud. While we wait for that, take out. It's always fun to look at lightning. It was live looking Springdale. Oh, you can a little see the definition of the storm too. Look at that. You kind of see it on the camera without the lightning. There's that massive storm. Let's go ahead and bring Jack Links up. Look at that. Look at the wind. Not up to severe criteria right now. But boy, is it windy. Look at the American flag there on the bottom right, too. See that wind just howling. Let's bring up Johnson at this time. Our producer is working on getting some of these camera shots for you guys. Look at the heavy rain. You can see it just coming down there on the road. This is live looking Johnson, and you're looking south and west. So you're looking from that Johnson Mill Road exit, and you're looking towards the Blessings Golf Course. You're looking towards Farmington. You're looking towards eventually Prairie Grove and Lincoln off in the distance. But man, that's a lot of lightning. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning, Washington County. Let's go ahead and bring that up. New severe thunderstorm warning, Washington County. The latest update is it's really not the hail, it's the wind. We've got winds coming in at 60 miles per hour right into Fayetteville. Look how the warning just includes. It actually filled it in exactly for Washington County. I've never seen that. You know how sometimes it's just kind of a box? Look how it just included Washington County. That's interesting. Let's zoom in on that storm. Let's time it out for you guys in Washington County. We got gusty winds coming in. A little bit of rotation. Noticing that. We're going to have to keep our eye out on that storm. Let's see. Let's put up this thing's moving, I think about 35 miles per hour towards the east. Once this line comes through, we're done. We're done for the night. Prairie Grove, 9:58. What is it, 52? We got 6 minutes. Prairie Grove, this coming in. Farmington, 10:10. It's about 15, 20 minutes for us. And then Fayetteville, 10:19. Elkins, 10:28, so just before 10:30. Once again, new severe thunderstorm warning, exactly Washington County. Springdale, south into Johnson, Prairie Grove, Farmington, Fayetteville. Thanks to these gusty winds coming in from the west. Here's a look at those winds right now. That wind coming right into Morrow and Westville. This is going to be tracking right along 62 into Lincoln, Lincoln Lake, Prairie Grove. We're going to be getting that wind here very shortly. And then Fayetteville in the next 20, 25 minutes or so, we'll be getting some of that wind too. We're just going to keep our eye though on the northern edge. Wherever you get a bowing segment, there on the northern edge is where you get the best chance if you can get any kind of rotation. So we'll watch that. But once again, this is that storm coming in. Look at that. Look at those low clouds out there. Very strong thunderstorms coming into Washington County. Springdale, where you're looking live, we are under a severe thunderstorm warning right now, mainly thanks to 60-mile-per-hour winds. The storm earlier had 70-mile-per-hour winds. That's very gusty. I mean, we're getting close to hurricane status gusts with this storm as it's coming in from the west, but a lot of lightning with these storms. Let's go ahead and move the camera around a little bit too. We'll do a quick tour. So you're looking more north and west, so you're looking towards Elm Springs. Man, look at that lightning out there. You're looking more towards Elm Springs. Let's turn the camera, let's look due west towards Taneytown. See the lightning over Taneytown. So now you're looking down Sunset. Look at the sharp how clouds those are. You've got a shelf cloud coming in from the west. Tell you what, if it was daylight, this would look really gnarly. But you're looking west along Highway 412 out towards Taneytown and Siloam Springs. Looks like the bulk of the lightning is coming right towards this camera. And then when you look south and west, now you're looking towards Watts, Lincoln, and Prairie Grove. Turn down the brightness a little bit. It's really honestly hard for the camera to focus because it's just getting so many just light flashes at random times. Okay, so now you're looking towards Arvest Ballpark. You're looking towards the new Blue Cross Blue Shield building. You've got the Arkansas Children's Hospital, but a lot of lightning coming in here. To be honest, we have some slight rotation off in about this direction. So we'll watch the storm as it comes in. But once again, if you live in Washington County, you are now under a severe thunderstorm warning thanks to wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. We're not getting as much hail anymore. That's some good news. This is really just a lot of lightning, wind, and just heavy rain too. Man, we got good downpours. We got a flood watch that's in effect for Fayetteville and Brentonville and Rogers and Prairie Creek and Huntsville. We're all under that flood watch right now. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Franklin County too, although now this is sort of leaving. This is headed into Johnson County, southern Madison County. This warning will probably expire here shortly. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick pause. We're about to start our 5 News at 10. We'll give you some latest news headlines because once again, we had a tornado earlier. We had a tornado touchdown in Monroe. But for now, we have that severe thunderstorm coming into Washington County with gusty winds. We're going to keep tracking it for you. We'll be right back in a couple minutes. Make sure you stay with us. Keep it local. Keep it here. As always, we're going to keep you advised.